Okay, so here we are to the third and last video for week one of class. Um, I have a couple things to say, and I think I should say them at the beginning of the video while I have still your full attention. Um, which are that I apologize for having put a PDF file instead of a Word document at first on Canvas, and now I think I fixed that, and the links should work. And Ravel should also be fixed soon at the beginning of the week, hopefully. Um, Before you do anything else, before you finish your week one of readings, you should make sure that you know what you're reading for. Okay, so read the first assignment, which is due in week two, and see if it makes sense to you. See what you'll have to do. As I said in the previous video, you're gonna have to use some of these thinkers, some of these ideologues, some of these philosophers that we talk about. Okay, and you need to know how to use them. Also, read the little webcomic that I posted, if you haven't done so yet. I hope that you've understood what it says. There's a little lesson there about the nature of question and answers. Okay, and even if you don't understand the whole thing, try to think about the final question that the frog character, the rich capitalist character, is saying at the end of the video. What does it mean? Okay. Also, how do you do readings for this class? Take notes while you do the readings, other than just doing the quizzes on Ravel. Okay? And other than that, after you've done the readings, make sure that you access your group page and leave a comment on a newspaper article. Okay? There's a list of approved sources that you're going to find in both of the files on how to do assignments. Okay. After I've done these couple, I don't know, just little pieces of advice, I have to finish here with the last part of week one. Okay, so we were in chapter 2, and the last video left off with Rousseau. Okay, after Rousseau, we get to something that is very important, especially for American ideology, which is the birth of classic liberalism. Okay, so classic liberalism is rooted in the idea that individual rights are very important. Okay, some people push it to the extreme. Maybe you've seen people with like bumper stickers or hats with a black snake on yellow saying, "Don't tread on me." Okay, that's like a mark of very strong American liberalism, saying, "I want to be left alone. I want to be left to do my own thing. My individual rights are sacred." Okay, and this often goes with, and even if you don't have to go so extreme, the idea of individual rights is strong in America in general. And it goes with the idea that private property is sacred and that government should be limited. Okay? This normally goes together with the ideas of the Scottish thinker and philosopher Adam Smith, who at the end of the 18th century came up with this famous idea of the invisible hand of the market. Okay? Very often people think that the invisible hand of the market means that markets are perfect and that if we leave stuff to the market, everything is going to work out. That we don't need a big state intervention, but that it's just enough for people to do their work, for companies to try to produce different goods. Like, for example, a certain company produces bananas in Central America, another company produces steel, a third company produces software and internet services, okay? Because of how the market works, if we leave them alone and there's no intervention, everything is going to be fine and society is going to prosper. That's not what Adam Smith meant, although it would have been very nice if he meant that and if it worked like that. But he only meant that that's how a market works, that we cannot tell how a market works exactly because we cannot observe all the agents in their operation. But it works as if there were an invisible hand. People get paid for their jobs and then pay for other services, and magically somehow we all, or most of us do, have a job. Some are unemployed, but hopefully they can get a job after a while. And we all trade and exchange with each other. Okay. The very important idea that we need to remember from Adam Smith is that trade brings prosperity. Trading things makes us richer. Exchanging things makes us richer. If you can like give back massages and no one else in your town can give back massages, then you being able to give back massages to people or selling avocados to people if no one else sells them.